Alright, so second recording, technically, for the SPOS 2 tournament. Lost the first one, no big deal. Things should be updated and running now. The way I'm going to kind of do this, since everyone wanted to see each boat's individual journey, I'm going to kind of work from the bottom of the list up to the top because alphabetical order isn't really fair to anyone. And, kind of go back and forth with things. And I'm going to try to remain somewhat spoiler light where I can. I'm going to focus on the ship which is being spotlit. So today, this is actually going to be SAM's entry, the Colossus Broadsider. And I'm, with the camera work, going to try to avoid giving over many spoilers, if I can. So no big, really close shots. The other ones that I can go over them in detail, when the time comes. So Sam's has these beautiful ships. He's got this really cool, it's actually mostly made out of wood. It's got the engine built into the actual prop pod here. There's a little stink bug flying boat. It's just gorgeous. Typical kind of duck, reminds me of the DuckTales boat. It's based on real world designs. It's lovely. Real simple shape. I like how Sam's kind of goes for, he's got these cool cranes in the back too. He's got the kind of, yeah, it's a game and I'm using the game shapes, but also, I'm doing good work with them. The mast is lovely. I really like that he deco hid some of the blocks on the back of these turrets. The deck turret, nice and connected here. Or, well, it doesn't actually go down. He's got these really cool built-in broadsides, which really do kind of look ironclad, or transitional, I love the use of simple weapons. Really, really cool, built right in. It's a nice kind of mid-range superstructure. And the one thing, again, I said this in the first video, and I really need to repeat it here. He actually makes the default detection look kind of good, which is really challenging to do. It's not really well at scale or really always very pretty looking, if we're going to be honest. So the fact that it kind of just fits in and fits with his, this is a blocky game, but I'm going to make it look good blocky kind of build style, really impressive. It's simple, it's good. Love his masts. He's got like little bit of walkable interiors here on the superstructure. Nice smokestacks. It's just really nice looking ship. I did a better job describing it the first time around, not gonna lie, but I'm a fan. Nice little counterbalance, tiny little keel, cool icebreaker in the front. Do love the flags. And it's going to be going up against Wesret's ship, the Emperor Model 2. And like I said before, I'm going to try to avoid being super spoiler heavy on it. So we're just going to get into it. One thing to note, Wesret's ship did start, nice, first volley, did start with more material, or with less material, actually. Both of Sam's entries, oh, it looks like he's actually shooting down the little spy plane. Oh no! He's got secondaries to target it. Near miss on a torpedo there. I do have the distance mod, so there are going to be torpedo wakes. The water actually looks like water. All that good fun stuff. Tight so far, actually. Really close in firepower. The health is deceptive usually, so I'm not going on that. I still have Cornholio's awesome mod that shows firepower, and oh, there went the poor plane. It looks like it lost its wings to incendiary or to fuel going up, and that was enough to proper kill the poor thing. It's tragic. taking a little bit of damage. We got these big main batteries on the Emperor here. Gorgeous ship. Big cram volleys coming in. Broadside and the Emperor both down to 80% firepower. Although the Emperor is kind of starting to fall behind in the firepower count, but certainly not in the health. It's she's a very big girl, not very compact. SAMS is very good at building. Oh, looks like one of the deck guns got completely fried here. The other one, still alive. I don't know if it's still functional, but it is there. Whew. Look at all the plates. Oh man, this side's starting to look pretty battered. But the guns are still mostly intact, it seems. I don't know if it tries to switch broadsides. And that might be what it's trying to do now. I don't have the highest hopes for it being able to do that with a mono propeller drive and a single large rudder. Yeah. I just don't know how much firepower it has remaining on this side. And it's starting to list pretty nastily. It might be an AI thing that could be fixed. I don't know if it would even be a good idea to fix it. Because again, I don't know how well it can really turn when it's damaged. Boy, the torpedoes have just been a real miss from the Emperor, haven't they? Definitely meant for close range brawling that. Looks like it's chasing right now, which, you know, does give a pretty big advantage to whichever ship is set up to actually fire from a farther distance. Ooh. We might be detection blind because that shot was... God, that's really cool silhouette in the distance. This is the problem with built-in broadsiders. If you can't bring the other side to bear, you lose half of your firepower. It is why we started using turrets. Substantial volleys still coming in. Looks like we're turning in hard. Vaguely hard here. I don't know if this is the trying to switch broadsides, maybe? Very on fire. 70% health, still very much floating. SAMS in the last kind of pre-Dreadnought era tournament had some of the most durable craft in the competition. Basically just stayed alive. Ooh, God. Listing really bad, though. Probably will stop listing once it figures out its turn. If it still has detection, it does have its new broadside to bear. I don't know how much of the guns are still alive. Some of them got chewed through from the rear, actually, just from the saturation of fire and sustained fire. It does look like we've got some guns, though, so we are firing, we are shooting. 22% firepower, though. That's not terribly promising. And that's the time. So the way this is going to be going is you can see that the Wesretz's entry has more firepower left and has more health. So it's kind of just a decided fight for it. So that's going to be a win for Wesret's Emperor. And we just keep the storybook on a moving here. Its next opponent it takes a second to want to turn off or to take off. Oh, it's very wibbly. Oh, it's very wiggly. Got some near-miss torpedoes, as is tradition. Beautiful. What on earth is that spy plane doing? Well, it's definitely going to be hard to hit. I guess. I don't know how reliable the detections it gives are going to be, but I appreciate its wiggliness. Oh, we are immediately hardcore closing. Going to take some torpedoes to the bow. Nothing really stored up there. Ooh, that was a big explosion. Wow, Colossus already down. Substantial amount of firepower. That's a lot of torpedoes. Most of them missed. It looks like this might be a chasing match. I'm getting the distinct impression that SAMS wants to be closer than Mew. So it's going to be a push and pull, and that's really unfortunate for a broadsiding ship. Especially because it means these torpedo batteries are going to be way more accurate than they have any right to be. Already down to 50% firepower. Ideally, it should try to swap broadsides right now. Which maybe it's trying to do? It's so hard to tell with From the Depths, guys. You gotta forgive me here. Man. Those are angry guns from Mew. This deck gun is completely stripped bald. This one's on fire. It does look like it's trying to swap broadsides. Whether or not the AI lets it actually do a full swap or it tries to bring it back in because the default is god-awful, we'll find out. Ooh, did that get rid of the propeller? It did. And the rudder. So it's probably not going to swap broadsides. It's just going to sit there and get hammered. That's really unfortunate. Definitely went into the competition at a serious handicap, trying to do a proper broadside. Look at the spread on those torpedoes. Trying to do a proper broadside craft is really hard, if we're going to be completely honest. Like, there's a reason they stopped being used, so. But it looked beautiful. It still looks beautiful. It's just slightly more on fire. The spy planes are. Oh, there's one. Alright. Oh, man. We're engine dead. We got 23% firepower. The steampunk model actually somehow lost almost all of its firepower as well, which is... Makes me wonder how well defended it is. Very interesting. They're actually really close in firepower right now. Maybe lucky shots? That's hard to say. I don't know what about the front of the craft the torpedoes are so angry at, but they are gonna... Is that the spy plane going by? Is that what the smoke was? Yes. Just... Hey, guys. You'll have fun. Ooh, okay, there went the entire superstructure. Down to 19% firepower. Finally came around to the other side to be shot at, but at this point, I don't think there's any detection left. I don't know if there's any real firepower left. You missed a still target. Well done. Mew, what did you do to this spy plane? Like, genuinely, what did you do to it? I just... Oh, now the steampunk's apparently at 86%. That's either the 3 repair bots doing, like, serious overtime, or maybe Cornholio's display had some... I have an older version. I'm sorry. That thing's an ADHD magnet. I just can't. Oh... C'est la vie. I can't do any better than what it's giving me either. It's one of the reasons why firepower doesn't get used super frequently is because the way the game calculates it is not always intelligent or good. Granted, it's difficult to measure. we do have some torpedoes from mechas. God, that's a really nice silhouette. Sir, do you have... I'm gonna have to take a look. Those might be decoed torpedoes. Again, immediately starting out with SAMS closing on a broadside ship. That is always unfortunate. What do we have here? They are! Oh, that's cool. That's really nice. Damn, dude. Those are some really sick looking torpedoes, Mecha. Spy plane getting shot at, but doing okay. God, yeah, it's got like 1 meter of central wooden beam supporting the wings. I feel like the main way it's going to die is just having those blocks die and just kind of shedding half of its block count. Finally got a good broadside going on here. Oh god. It is really getting lit up, that poor spy plane. Nice brawl. Looks like Mecha's guns are really well protected. He has a lot of firepower remaining. Kind of pulling out again. I'm almost wondering how sensitive the... Oh no, the plane! Got AI sniped. Well, sniped quote unquote, you know, at 70% health. Oh, it's actually turning to try to... Come on, just complete the turn. Do it. Get your other side to bear. Don't do it, Vanilla from the Depths AI. Come on. There we go. All right. It did the thing it was supposed to do. 1 out of 3 times. Ooh, near miss on the torpedoes. Not surprising. And the crane has survived beautifully. We're still good for loading cargo. Hell yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, so we've lost 18% firepower on the Fafnir. I'm sure it's starting to look chunked. I think we've lost our propulsion. We have. Ay, 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 ay. Ooh, we had a big detonation. I'm not sure it was on the Fafnir. Well, that bloody tells us. Big jumps down in firepower. Looks like it's being either forced to approach or it's switching broadsides here. It might have been a broadside switch. Perhaps not intentional. Wow. Really nimble. Really? Well, that thing turns on a dime. Damn. Good shit. So being dead in the water is never good, but kind of tied in. Firepower, what are you doing? The Fafnir has some amount of missing firepower. That's all I can conclude from it bouncing around like that. Weathering the storm pretty well. Looks like we've lost the AI in that firing piece. Oof. Torpedoes doing torpedo things. Thick armor on the sides here, though. Damn. Nice shot. Good firing sound. I mean, it does look like the Colossus has a slight firepower lead. It really needs to grow that before the median gets crossed and it can't really shoot anymore at the Fafnir. Which might already be happening for front batteries. Okay. We just took a ton of firepower damage. Not immediately clear where, because I don't remember any of these guns being functional. So it might just be that some parts got stripped out. Internal damage and all that jazz. Fafnir got really close somehow, suddenly. Kind of crept up on us. Jump scare Fafnir. Damn, it's really cool actually to watch the firing, the volleys go off in the distance. So it looks like this one's going to go to health for sure. I'm going to assume that this Serenade, I wish it didn't approach like this every single time. The spawn distance was known, 1,500 meters. And since everyone's, oh, they're both approaching. Interesting. God, that hurts so bad because these seem to be just completely unable to fire. And they have no barrels now. Seems the Serenade is using Incendiary bigly. God, yeah, we lost 30%, 40%, well, 35 firepower before even getting the broadside on target. That's so hard. Looks like we're already wanting to turn. I don't know if we're gonna get to because because the propeller just got sniped. I think these might be AP Incendiary. Really nasty shit. And the Serenade is, for whatever reason, showing no firepower. I don't think that's going to be the actual case. I don't know why the game is like this. It is still clearly shooting. I don't... Oh, from the depths. Why are you like this, man? Stinkbug has 8 DQ points somehow. Oh, I guess it got too far away. Oh, man. Big nasty volleys, man. It did manage to cross it over onto the surviving broadside, but that too little, too late. I think it looks like honestly they got no. You know, actually, most of the guns, well, most were probably still. No. I wonder if the reason it shows such a low firepower is because they have unsustainable fire rate on their guns. That would not surprise me coming from Laser and Kevin, since they fairly experienced builders. It's possible that they tried to submit a burst heavy craft, which fair play. It might just be that the sustained fire rate is very low. I think we're DQing due to sinking on the midpoint. Yeah, that's a ton of firepower. That's the first one that's actually DQ'd due to health and sinking. Forgot about that. It really does look kind of Onyx Watch silhouette in the distance already. I believe he used some of Bungalow Bill's either as inspiration as starting point. What it doesn't seem to have is a AI for selecting targets, because that was some concentrated hatred spewed at the plane. Okay, here we go. Now it's firing at the ship. Lots of lower caliber, high fire rate guns coming in. Already taken some firepower damage. It is running away while we are approaching on the Broadsider. That is not what you want to see. I feel like this thing's rudder just gets sniped. Either that or maybe it's an engine, because it does end up just doing tight-ass circles in the distance. We're getting real damn close. I understand wanting to get close. It's a good decision, but when everyone's moving the same speed, based on tournament rules, you can't. I hope that makes sense. Closing isn't a strategy when everyone's limited to the same kilometer per hour or meters per second or what have you. Now, it does look like a reasonable amount of damage it has been done to the guns of the... You know, if this thing... If its mantlets were just able to point a little bit farther forward, that would make such a huge difference. Come on, fire! There we go. Alright. We've got guns again. Oof. God, lost 35% firepower before even getting to broadside. That hurts me physically, man. SAMS, I'm so sorry it's working out that way for your craft. That really hurts. Or stink bug is probably, yeah, distance. It can't turn in. The death spiral. From the Depths classic right there. Such a gorgeous boat, and it's such a cool idea. I wish it wasn't trying to close the gap in the beginning of every fight like that. Man. Now, the Z41, if I recall, just, as you can see, like, it's a constant stream of bullets. Well and truly. And it's trying to shoot the mast. Hey, it hit it. Wow. Okay. Unexpected. I guess 2 slow-moving ships. And we're already, like, I think the only remaining firepower is on the other side of the Colossus. No? We've got at least 2 guns I've seen fire. Definitely sitting low in the water already. Not low enough for DQ. We've got the floor is -12 for sinking, which gives you plenty of bloody leniency. Health DQ doesn't happen until 45 if you're above the water. If you're below the water, around 60. This is very much a one boat goes in, one boat leaves kind of situation. Those are definitely semi-penetrators. Looks like mostly HE as well. I'm amazed at how long and how well Sam's craft remained buoyant. Uh-oh, we lost engines. We lost engines, and I don't think there's any remaining firepower on the side facing the Z41. Oh, no, there's one! I'm kind of amazed, honestly. Wow. Yeah, you there, and you even have a barrel still. Hell yeah, man. Damn, though. Oh, there we go. That's the sinking DQ. So, if your ship starts to look like this, you're sinking. I think that's pretty fair, huh? Look at the layers of armor. It's a very fun boat to watch, one way or another. But you know me, I like guns. We'll see how it turns out. Immediately going for the mast. I cannot believe the hatred. Oh, that's a lot of secondaries, though. Look at all those little bullets. Oh, it's cool watching it open up with all the secondaries. That's just a wave of fire. Boom. That's really fun. Looks like this time around, the Colossus is not feeling inclined to close the gap. That's huge. Functionally, we're tied in firepower. Colossus is losing health-wise, but that is not what wins fights. That's a really nice silhouette going on in the background there, too. Doesn't look like it has anything to target the spy. Oh, no, it does. Okay, all right. 2.3% has been done to the spy plane. How are these guns doing at chewing through the metal? Okay. Are you running? Oh, no, you don't have a minimum range set up, do you? Oh, no. Come on, from the depths. Don't do this. From the depths AI is so painful, man. The Midnight Light does look like it's down to 48% firepower, so it is going to struggle. Come on, if you're gonna run, at least change broadsides. Do it. Yes. Yeah, depending on how much you've worked with the default vanilla From the Depths AI, you know how much it likes to run away, start changing broadside, and then some shit happens, who knows what, that makes it just turn the same side back in. Most infuriating thing possible with dual-siders, honestly. Most people switch to like breadboard or ACBs to control their side switching because it's insufferable. But that's besides the point. It is looking pretty good for the Colossus here. It's not looking very good for the spy plane. It lost a propeller. No. How are you gonna spy on people? Yeah, it does look like just the wooden blocks that support the structure here are what gets sniped off. Oh, are they 1 meters? Aha, well that would do it. Yeah. That'd do it. That's not a lot of health. Fair enough. And it's still getting very angrily targeted. But now that it's in death spiral mode, it's not going to get hit. We know how this works. It's from the depths. We are strafe closing with movement that should not be possible. Okay? And turning the side that is more damaged back to the enemy. Okay. Definitely got very close range now. How are we still not able to... There we go. All right, all right, all right. Oh, look at that. There's a fair bit of incendiary. Midnight Light getting very close. Close enough you can see the bell on the mast. That's pretty cool. It's got a big bell tower. Still freaking trying to hit the poor plane. I'm sure 1 out of every couple dozen bullets is contacting. Don't try to switch back to the same side. You have a side facing it already. Oh, From the Depths AI. So it looks like this is going to be a very close call. On a close call like this, I'm going to be counting each point of firepower as half a point of health. Basically, percentage-wise, which does mean that every boat has a maximum total of like 150% health. Sue me, it's not perfect. So, because the Midnight Light has dropped below 50% firepower, its chances of winning are significantly hampered. Where? Ah. I don't know how I managed to disorient myself. It's early. I may want to put some kind of music in the background of this. I only have a couple songs that are 40 minutes long, though. I don't know if everyone just wants to listen to the full album of A Change of Seasons on every single play, so I might have to find some other material. An Octavarium's only 30 minutes long. God. The struggle. Prog music only gets so long, guys. The spy plane still taking tiny little bits of damage, so there's probably some AA secondaries going on there. Some pretty good firing. I also don't know how close to get. I've really been focusing on just the one ship over and over again, and I know that's probably kind of boring. It's gonna take some getting used to and getting a feel for things, so bear with me. Each recording session for each set is already going to be well over an hour long for each journey through the round robin, so it's gonna be some time, guys. I don't know why Miss Nelly is running straight out. It seems to really want to fight at a long distance. Again, trying to control distance like this with the vanilla AI is not something that's going to pan out very well. Either that or it's chasing the plane. If it's chasing the plane, target prio. I don't... We're very far away. There's 2 minutes left. There's been very little fighting. It is a speck on the horizon. It is down in health and in firepower. Slow boats. I do really like these little built-in kind of front-facing and rear-facing cannons here. I really love the shape it gives the deck. It's really cool. Also, it's got this little battlement, a little bit of ablative armor for the turret there. It's really cool. God, the secondary sounds so like a 308 underneath a tin roof. Or a 9mm. No, they don't. Yeah, they don't have enough for a 308. It's very much kind of real tinny sound. I don't know why they think that's the right sound effect for that gun caliber. Really is. It's like a 9mm. I don't know what's up with Miss Nelly. She's gone on a journey. And I don't see any real fire. There was some, but I think those were aimed at the spy plane. Well, there's some degree of blocks making munitions making contact with blocks. I tried to say blocks getting hit, but I mean, it did some damage outright in the very beginning, but oh, something exploded. Wow, something really exploded. That was a lot of firepower suddenly gone from poor Miss Nell. And that's water surfacing. Beautiful. It's a plane. It's beautiful. Okay. Target prio. I will take target prioritization AI card slot for 3,000. Please shoot at the boat this next time. We've got some secondaries going in. I see so many parts coming off the Scourge of Iron. Oh my god. There's a round. Kind of missed. Oh, there we go. Nice. Kind of low in the water, honestly, that one. Getting a little bit of juddering from the depths. Only a few matches left, though, thankfully. Scourge of Iron has lost 25% firepower. Expecting another big volley here from it soon. Looks to be a pure cram hatred spam boat, which I do love. Very kind of tall. Cool silhouette. How many firing pieces do we have left? It's looking kind of tame. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, all right. Gorgeous. Love seeing that. They are really having a hard time getting through, and they're kind of aiming for superstructure too, which is not what you want to see. Somehow the spy plane got hit with something. I don't... Man, sometimes your spy plane gets hit by a cram. You know? What you gonna do? Damn, Scourge of Iron down to 50% firepower, and it's shooting at the plane again. Rough. That is rough. So it looks like those with plane entries are going to have a dice rolly advantage over the Scourge. I don't know if this is an attempted broadside switch from the Colossus, and I don't know what would have triggered it. Nothing has really changed. But that's going to reduce its firepower by all of it for a while. Alright, we got some more crams coming in. There's a surprising number of firing pieces still alive. It does look like we have some secondaries. Stinkbug DQing due to circle time. We have... That's pretty cool looking. Yeah, that's pretty cool looking. Scourge of Iron still very afloat, looking very good. Not really down that much health, but SAMS is not really focused on doing HP. He's focused on doing internal damage. We got some more crams coming in. Again, that's a lot of firing pieces still up. Props. Looks like I may have to restart the client after this because we are juddering bad. This broadside switch maybe? No one knows. No one knows what From the Depths wants to do. Not even From the Depths. In fact, especially not From the Depths. I do like these little rear guns. That's so freaking cool, man. What a neat damn design. That's a lot of crams, and most of them hit. All right. It did take out the propeller. God, I wish propellers weren't so fucking vulnerable. I think those are either secondaries or dry firing crams. Ooh, nice. That's a fun sounding broadside when it does get its guns to bear. We have lost so much firepower on the Scourge. Doesn't look like it likes to broadside switch. I'm gonna say those have to be dry firing crams because it's like a constant cadence over there. We are dead in the water. Not that means much because SAMS just keeps on floating. You gotta seriously punch some nasty holes in this thing to sink it, which is impressive. Really impressive. Ooh, big explosion from the Scourge. Love to see it. Love to see it. Alright. 100 meters. We only get 37,000 materials on this one. Let's see how it goes. Bop. 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 Oh. And that. There's the big cheap. There's my spy plane doing stupid stuff as well. Obligatory. It does look like we have my Vanna crams coming in. I had to. It looks like I am also trying to hit a plane with some level of crams. Tall, arcing. Mortars were not allowed, but you are allowed to do... Wow. What is with... Oh, okay, I did hit the spy plane. The stink bug is dead. My spy plane is dead. Looks like it's just gonna be boats. Oh, God. So far, Big Chief definitely losing the firepower and the HP war. It is big and cheap. It is a old retrofit tournament entry. Uh-oh, I think engine dead. Yeah. Yep. It got done dirty. Big slow velocity Vanacrams incoming. Well, they're not actually big, they're freaking tiny, but what can you do, huh? Well, this does not bode well for the Broadsider. She's going to have a really difficult time with life, not being able to turn to face. Cram bounces on wood. Oh, God, this game. Sometimes your cram just bounces off of wood, man. And your torpedoes miss still objects. Life. They're hybrid missile torpedoes, not pure torpedoes. They start out as short range. If they end up in the water, they have props and ballast tanks. Means they don't carry a lot of payload, but they have a much higher chance of hitting. Ooh, God, this poor thing has been... How did you go under? Jesus. The Broadsider has kind of been torn to shreds here. I'm amazed you guns cannot get on target yet. Like, please, please, shoot the boat. Shoot it. It's there. It's big. It's 3 stories. It's ugly. Kill it. There we go. There we go. Come on. Hell yeah. I wonder if it's from not having enough ammo to fully reload your guns. I wonder if that's where the firepower thing is, weird firepower thing going on is coming from. You know what? Fair play. If you don't have enough ammo, which I don't, clearly, to keep your ship reloaded, then it's going to mean that your firepower score is lower and your effective health is lower. That's just how it's going to be. Uh-oh. The rear appears to be sinking. It's low enough that the torpedoes cannot hit it. Mostly. I have apparently decided to get very close. I don't know why. There are quite a few firing plumes going up. Ooh, God. And that's health death. The second one. That is rare, but I like guns. So I'm expecting both spy planes to die here for reasons unknown to anyone. Got some missiles coming in, got some crams coming in. I did go party mix with my munitions on both of my craft. This one mostly has very nasty big APS though, as is tradition. Oh, Sporka, chonk. It means chonk. I called it fat. It's the shachonkant. Alright, I misspoke. Both of the spy planes are still alive. We are pretty close in firepower. Pretty close in health. Oh no, are you engine dead again? Ah, shit. Yeah, wow. Apparently I'm the first one to go for the engines. Feels bad, man. Oh. Spy plane has become spy boat. You know what? It's dual purpose. Why are you DQing, Stinkbug? You're fine. Stop that. Starting to hemorrhage firepower from the Colossus. I think I'm starting to run out of ammo on the Sporka. Either that or I've had some turrets get blown up. Both very possible. Man, being dead in the water hurts. Although, for whatever reason, it makes missiles miss. So, hidden advantages. The fire chewing away at the deck. I think that's from APS, not the crams. I don't think the crams are incendiary. Maybe they are. Who even knows when these boats were made? It's been at least 4 years. God, I hate looking at this thing when it's dead in the water. It's so sad. It's such a pretty ship. That would really explain the firepower bouncing up. Sorry, I'm still stuck on trying to figure out why the firepower bounces up and down. I think it's an ammo thing. I think if you don't have enough to sustain firepower and the APS isn't reloaded, it does the whole thing where it reports as 0 firepower, and the mod picks that up, which, good on it, it should. I'm not mad. I think it's a good thing. Uh-oh. Are we gonna get another sink? Maybe? It's really towing the line. Yup, there goes. Looks like I managed to punch through enough compartments that she's sinking. Damn. Look at all that compartmentalization, all the wood. What a cool boat. This has been a fun journey, but that is the end of the road. She had 3 pretty solid wins, a lot of very, very close games that were honestly, I think, largely decided by it trying to close and the built-in broadside AI being questionable at best. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'll try to get the next one out as soon as I can.